Hi, I'm Bonnie Lynn Linke, your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and welcome to my card making night. Tonight we are going to make not a card, but a shadow box. And let me get it and show it to you. The glare is kind of bad. I'm no good at trying to decide which way to do this. Okay, let's see. I want to go this way. Okay, this is the shadow box, and it's with the paper Florist Dies. Now, what's great about this is tomorrow's April 2nd, so that means that the last chance items are going on sale, some of them, and they're up to 60% off. The paper Florist Dies happen to be half off, and so just you can't beat that. They're like 18.50, I think. 18.25, 18.50, right in there, plus your shipping and taxes. And there's some other great buys in that last chance sale too. So a lot of dies are on sale. There are a few things that are on the retirement list, but they're going to be in the online exclusives until some of them sells out. Those aren't the ones that are on sale though. So, but it's all exciting because what that means is that the new catalog will be out. I get to order from it tonight at midnight. So I'm excited about that. I haven't written my order yet though. So that's what I'm going to be working on tonight after I finish. I got my blog done. I haven't posted it for the shadow box, but I got to do the email. So if you sign up for my email, bonniestamps.com, go there and there will be a sign up form. Also in the YouTube and in the Facebook descriptions I put out today is a sign up link that you can copy and paste, and it will take you directly to the registration page. And so you can sign up to get my emails. I email out about 4 times a week. I don't do it 7 days a week. I'm not that ambitious, or not ambitious, but I don't like getting emails every day. So I don't want to I don't want to overdo it. So, but the sale starts tomorrow. So that's important. Don't forget it. It's while quantities last. And please sign up for my emails. And on the one for the shadow box, I did not handwrite out instructions on this one because it would just be too hard. I'm going to show you how to do the flowers, and then you just put it together. But I do have a supply list showing the colors that I am using for this. And so, my shadow box I got from Michael's. Michael's has great sales on shadow boxes. I like to wait till they come on sale, or I do so many of them, I'll buy either an 8-pack or a 12-pack and keep them on hand. So, okay, so let's go down now, and I want to show you right here. I want to show you hold on, I'm playing with buttons up here. I want to show you the cards that are for when you buy from me in April. And you place a $50 online order with this host code right here. It is the April host code, YES4C7HK. You put that in when you're checking out and where the card is, and you will receive the kit to make all of these cards, all 4 of these. And you have to place a $50 minimum product order to receive this. I cannot stamp them for you. That is against Stampin' Up policy. So you need to have the stamp. And if you don't have the cow, that's okay too, because if you have another stamp that you like, you can just use it in place of the cow. And yes, I know this is a barn, but you can still do a cute card with a barn and no cow on it. If you have the Hey Chuck stamp set, that would work good on there. And that one is actually being discontinued too. So that is being retired is the right word to say. A lot of the papers are already retired that I'm using. This one here is from the Stripple that was from Celebration. This one was from another Celebration paper, Flight and Airy. And then I will, on this red barn, I will go ahead and, because this is an older embossing folder, it's one with the planks, I will go ahead and emboss it for you when I send it out to you. So really cute cards. You know, you can make them anything you want. You don't want to color the flowers, that's okay. If you don't have blends, you say, I can't color them. But if you have colored pencils, you can even use crayons, whatever you like to color. And the same with the cows. So there we go. That is the free kit that you get when you place an order with me during the month of April. So we'll set those aside. And I mail them out right after I mail them out the beginning of May. Like tomorrow, I'm mailing out March's kits, which was with the Painted Lavender set. So, okay, so let's go on to today's project. Oh, and a couple things. Oh, did I forget to? Let me grab my list so that I can read it while we're talking. Okay, so the set for April is the cutest cow, and it is being carried over in the new annual catalog. If you want to do an in-person class, the class date is April 13th. And if you do a $50 order, you will also get the class free and do it here at the house. And so, okay, here we go. This is the paper Florist Dies. And I'm going to show you the dies here. I cut out lots of different pieces. I get these little 3x4 Ziploc bags off of Amazon because they don't take up much space. And I don't have to worry about them getting caught because they're larger than the stamp. Well, there's no stamp case on this one, but I do this with all my dies. I have this and I normally put it in the stamp case, but there was no stamp set with this. So I put it in my little packet here. My magnetic boards and my plastic holders for them, they do come from Stampin' Storage, in case you're wondering. And I am not an affiliate at this point. Okay, these are all the dies. There are 18 of them. And so this die here is this flower here, and that's the layout of it. This die frame right here is this flower with these 4 die cuts. I like to do mine in layers of 3 or 4. And so some people just may do 2 layers. It's whatever suits you. The colors are whatever suits you too. This one right here, the daisy, is this one right here. And for this, I used 2 of the large pieces and 1 of the small when I made my flower. And, you know, the centers, I don't know which one goes with which one. I've done them different ways. So it's whatever you like. And like this is one of the centers right here. And it comes with this solid piece, round piece. It's solid on the inside and an edge around there. I don't know if we're supposed to put this on top of it or not, but I haven't used the solid round piece that comes out yet. But that's okay. You know, you do what works for you. This here are little rosebuds. And the stem for them is this one right here. And that is this stem, and these are the rosebuds. And I put everything together with glue dots. I'm not very good with glue. Glue for me would be too messy doing this. And then we have these 3 leaves. And this die right here, it's 4 little cutouts. That's what these pecan pie pieces are. And then we have 2 of this die, and that's what I have on the center of that one. And here's another one hiding kind of under the daisy there. And this is this round cutout right here. And as you will see on, well, if you look at this flower, and I got this yellow piece, which is this strip here, which comes off of here. Then I have this right here, which is this die. But holding it all together first is this piece, which is this die here. So I put that down, then I put this one on, and then I made this to put on there. And this right here cuts 3 at a time, 3 petals, and that's this one right here. And I did 6 petals for that. And in my shadow box, I also did 6 petals. And I think that's about covers it all. So it's, play around with it. It is so much fun. And I have put a lot of dimension on these. I use my bone folder, and I also I got this years ago. It's from McGill. It's a pad, and I got it in a case with like 3 different sizes of stylus, and it has 2 on each end. And I like the big one. I could have probably just gotten away with just this one stylus as long as I had the big 8mm in, and this side here is a 3mm. But this would also work if I ever lost my stylus for my the Score Pal. One of them would work. Okay, so let's get going. And we're going to make up some flowers. I'm going to show you how I made them up. And as I said, I use glue dots. And so we're going to work with berry burrs. I already made one. I believe I meant to check this ahead of time. Oh, I thought it was Highland Heather. It's not. It is Fresh Freesia with berry burrs and bubble bath right there. So we're going to use that in our box. But right now we're going to put together the big flower. And to show you which one that is, I'm going to show you how I put together this flower right here, the whole setup on it. So to start off, I take, let me see, I want to see if any, oh, hi, Wendy. Hi, Linda. Welcome. I'm glad you joined us tonight. I'm so happy to see you. They were at my class, the Simple Zinnia class the other day, and they were actually among the ladies who helped me pick out the background paper for this one here. My husband wanted me to use more of a plain paper, and I wanted to use this one. So I said, okay, darling, we'll let the ladies decide which one we use. And this is the one they picked. My only regret for this was that I did not turn the paper so it went sideways like this. But I really like the paper. And you probably want to know which paper that is. And, wait, I have it right back here. And I don't know if there's any left or if it's been sold out yet. It's the Most Adored 12 by 12 Designer Series paper from the January to April Spring Mini Catalog. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking my bone folder and I'm just holding my petal real good, and I'm just breaking down some of those fibers. I'm holding the bottom of it. Now there's a slit in the bottom. I'm not quite sure why. And so the other day, probably about 3-4 weeks ago, I watched videos to see if anybody said what the slit was for, and nobody did. So I have no clue. So if anybody knows, I would love to see that. Thank you, Linda. I think it turned out good too. Now, I also play Mahjong with Wendy and Linda, and we played today. It was a good time. I don't think Linda thinks it was quite as good as what Wendy and I did, but we enjoyed it. It's always fun to get together with the ladies and play. Okay, so what I do is I take 2 glue dots on each one. Sometimes they come off real easy for me. Sometimes they don't. But to be fair, I got arthritis bad in this hand, so I think that has something to do with the way I grip them. And I'm going to just put those together in a V shape. I just do one at a time. These glue dots are coming off a little bit harder than normal. Okay, and then I'm going to make this one. So they look pretty even. So I got the 3 on. Now we're going to do 3 more. And I had more than 6 petals down there, but we're only going to use 6 petals. So, oh, and you guys can't see what I'm doing. I'm sorry. I was off camera. Sometimes it's hard to remember, at least for me. Okay, and let me do one more sets of petals. I love these silicone craft mats. Nothing, if you use tape on them, like if I was to put this down here like so and stick it, it comes off really good. So that's nice. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to keep going around. We're going to start over on this side, and we're going to add the other 3 petals. Just like so. And this one right here. Okay. Now, why that is, what I want to do next is I want to take care of this strip. That way it can set up a little bit before we need it. So I'm going to grab my liquid glue for this. And now I'm going to use my take your pick tool, and I'm using the pointy end. But first I want to take my bone folder, and I just want to just give it so it will bend easier. Bone folders are great for softening things up that you need to bend and turn. Now I'm just taking this and I'm wrapping it around the stylus, the point end. Hold that under there. This will give me a tighter wrap than if I just did it without anything to hold on to. And you just keep going around until you get it all. You know, everything's so much easier to do when you're not on camera. Okay. So I hope everybody had a wonderful Easter. Oh, here we go. We're going to take the end here, and we're just going to take some glue, and I'm going to put it probably about a ½ inch in on this bottom. And I'll show it to you. See, just right up there. I just put some glue right there, and I know that's going to leak out. And that's why I should have a alcohol wipe on my desk. I used to. Okay, and I'm just going to let that set up before I start fanning it out. And while that is fanning out, I'm going to show you how I put together this one right here. I think that's so cute. Okay, and this is the one where I use my stylus to give it shape. So I just take it and I do it in the center, and I'll go a little bit on the leaves, the petals too, and I do all 4 pieces. And keep going. But Easter was nice here this year. We had some pretty weather. It was windy, but it was still a nice day. And today the sun shined again. It got up to like 63. It was wonderful. We just need the wind blows a lot in this area in the springtime. So it does make it cooler, even though it was 63 out. That wind was a little bit nippy for me. But then I guess at the beginning of next week or something, the weather's supposed to cool off again, and that's too bad. I think 75 is the perfect degree. Okay, now I'm put a glue dot on the back here, and what we're going to do is we're just going to take it and put it so the 2 centers meet up, and just put them right there in the middle there. So you got 8 petals showing. I'm going to do the same with this one. I want to show you another way I do it too. A lot of times I'll take the glue dot off and I'll just go ahead and put it in the middle right there. And then I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to just lay it down on there. And I don't press down hard till I know it's where I want it. For me, it's a little bit easier to take and put the glue dot where I want it. And that one I kind of messed up, bunched it up, so I'm going to use a second one too. Also, to let you know, and I know inventory was low last night when I placed my order, glue dots are going up in price with the new catalog. Right now they're at $5.75 a pack and they're going up to $7.25 a pack. So that's why inventory is low. People are ordering them because that is a good price now to get them at. Okay, and there we go. We have that all together. And I did one here on this paper. I did one in pink. I love all the different colors that you can do them in. I mean, your only limitation when making these flowers is your own imagination. Okay, and then I just used the sticky part of my Take Your Pick, and I picked up that little dot, and I'm putting it on that glue dot. And then I'm picking up the glue dot and the paper that it was sitting on. Oh dear. I make things harder for myself. Okay, let's see. I just pulled that completely off. Okay, we're going to try that again. We're going to pick up this one and we're going to set it down there. Now we're going to try and do this and leave the paper behind. There we go. Now I'm just going to set that right in the middle of my flower. All right. So we're going to need 2 of those. And I have that. Okay, now we need to go back and finish making our other flower. So we'll get this out of the way. And that one is just, you put it together the same way as the rest of the flowers, just glue dots, and you put the pieces on top of one another. And it just goes together so easy. So let's see, for this one, let's see, I got a pink bubble bath middle that we're going to put down first. That's this piece here. And I'm going to put down a couple glue dots. And my hands just are not working good tonight with these glue dots. There we go. That one came off easy. And we want to put that in the center. And then I have a Daffodil Delight little centerpiece for it. So we're going to take our stylus, the big round ball, and we're going to just get that so it's sticking up. Now let's see, on this other one I made right here, I used Berry Burst for both colors. And I cut out a bunch of these of different colors, and I just didn't know which one I wanted to use. Okay, and we're just going to lay that right in here in the middle of it. And I'm just going to see if I can. Not really, but that's okay. Okay, don't want to bend it though. Okay, so you got to be more delicate than what I just was there. Okay, now we're going to take this piece right here, and we're going to take it, and I'm going to take my finger, and I'm just going to bend all these little petals, or whatever you call them when they're in the middle. We'll just call them petals for easy sake. And you just fan them back so that they all spread out. Now, if you wanted to do a card and have the dimensions that the shadow box has, you would want to find a padded envelope. or a box to mail it in. And the padded envelope, I don't know, I would try to make some type of frame, I think, to sit over it. I'm not quite sure how I would do that, but a box would work good too. Okay, now we're going to glue this on. So I'm just going to take my glue. Yes, I'm not using glue dots on this. You could, but I think this will work better. And we're just going to set that down right in the middle there and let it dry. See how pretty that is? I'm trying to make sure you guys can see it good on the side. There we go. All right. Oh, Wendy, my live is closed caption. I had no idea about that. Huh, I wonder how that happened. But thank you for telling me that. Okay. Let's see. Now we're going to use the Designer Series paper from the Love Adored, Most Adored 12 by 12 specialty paper. But this time we're going to use this piece of swirly. It's the basic white with the gold foil on it. And it's swirly. So we're going to do that. And I'm just going to kind of lay these out. I know I want that part up there. Let's see. And I think we'll do a flower there. Okay, I'm going to have to get, because we're going to put these on dimensionals. I need to take a couple of my flowers off my little black paper I made. So let me see. We're going to put all the flowers on with dimensionals. Now, I do use my outside frame of my dimensionals, but I'm not going to use it for these flowers. I want the more solid pieces. And I think we'll do, what do you think? Do that one right up there, maybe? And let's put a dimensional right here. Oh, and I should take, I'm going to take the back off, but I'm not going to press down really at all. I just want to arrange it and leave it where I can still pull them up if I want to. Before I put that one down, I want to get some dimensionals on these. So I'm going to use probably 3 on each of these just to make sure they have good support. There we go. And I thought I'd put, maybe I want the lighter one up there. Well, Linda, I think you're going to have to tell me how I did the closed caption because I don't know. Linda said she loves it too and to keep it. So I Is this the first time that it's been up on one of my videos? If you could let me know that or not, I'd appreciate it because I have to figure out what I did to do it. And actually, when I turned on all my electronics today, everything came on. I was shocked. One camera didn't, so I had to only reset it one time. And I'm not a very high-tech person. So when everything comes on, because I have my laptop and I got 2 cameras and I have the microphone. And so it's really quite interesting when everything works as it's supposed to. Okay, let's see. And then I was going to put this one right up here. Let's see, that has, okay. I thought there was a piece of dirt on that one. I was going to hide the leaf, but there wasn't. Okay. And then I think, well, get another dimensional for right here. And I think this one will go right down here at the bottom. And we're going to get another one of these off of my little sheet that I made showing you all the different flowers and what pieces went to it. Yes, I brought some of the cardstock, the black cardstock with this one. And we'll just slip that one in there. And we still got all our leaves put in. Oh, I need to show you how to make this one right here. So the way I made this one is I take glue dots and I do it one at a time. I put it on that middle one. Now, the important thing to remember with these little rosebuds is that the little end with the indentation, that's the top. You don't want the rounded end is at the top. And you think, oh, I wouldn't make that mistake. Well, you know, the first time I did it, I made that mistake. Doesn't take much sometimes. Okay, and we'll turn this back over. And the reason why I'm only doing one glue dot at a time is so that the other one doesn't stick to something that I don't want it to. Everything is sticking to my fingers today. Okay, and we'll put this one on this side. Now these rosebuds are, I think they're like 3 different sizes. So I put the large one in the middle, and then because that has the biggest green spot in the middle there. And then I haven't measured to see if the other 2 are the same or not, but I think they're a little bit different. So they just get on whatever size they get on. And I had cut a bunch of different ones at the same time. So as long as I had 1 large one and 2 little ones, I was fine with that. Okay, and they all went on there like so. So we'll go ahead and we're going to put one right there. And I'm going to put these on with glue dots, and I'll add the glue dots at the time I'm going to do it. And then we want leaves. I got lots of different leaves, and I got them in different colors. And we need some. Now you want to make sure, you see how that is sticking off? You want to make sure you get them so that they stay on the paper. Matter of fact, I think maybe this might be a better one for right there. It will fit a little bit better. And all my leaves are going to go on with glue dots. I'll just do, let's see. You know, I think we'll go ahead. I like the flowers. Do you guys like where the flowers are positioned? And this one is going to go over here like so. If you guys like how the flowers are positioned, I think I'm going to just go ahead and press these down and keep them like this. It's the first time I have watched you on the computer. I don't remember seeing it on my phone, which is how I watched you before. Okay. No, oh, Linda said she saw it last week too. So I guess on the computer you can see the closed caption. Well, that's cool. That's good to know. Thank you. Okay. I got to remember to look at comments. I'm not real good at remembering things. All right. And we're just going to put that down. Because after we get all our flowers down where we want them, then we'll come with the greenery, and I'll just stick it in there. And then I'm going to show you how to color one of the paper butterfly accents. They are in the spring catalog, and they're being carried over to the annual catalog. Now, they are considered an embellishment, so you know. And I think we need to add, slip a leaf in right there. Let's see, what color do we want? This is lemon lime, and this one here is granny apple. I'm kind of partial to granny apple of all the greens, especially for greenery. But, you know, we need to add different shades in here. So I even have a garden green too that will get added in. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to have it kind of come up through the petal there. So you see a little bit like that. Okay. And then I'm going to get this garden green. Oh, I think maybe we'll use a leaf like we did on that side. So there's no science to this. It's just, I'm not a flower arranger. So it's, you just find what you like and you do it. And oh, can you imagine doing this in the autumn time, using some fall colors for your flowers, and then have your leaves. You can add some orange ones in and some different colors. Wouldn't that be pretty? I think it's a must-have set. I actually bought this in December. I just never got around. I had cut all my pieces and everything, but I just never got around to putting everything together. And about 3 weeks ago, I found all the pieces I had cut, and I thought, oh, I forgot about it. So I just went ahead and started putting things together and have really been having fun with it. Now I hope to make a card and have it showing for you real soon. Maybe, who knows, maybe I'll make one and put it on Friday's blog. And that way the flowers will be a little bit lower dimension. I can still bend them some, but just not quite as much. I'll add that right there. We need some solid leaves in here too. We need some on this side. So, okay, we'll put that right here. And that's going to go off. If it is leaning off when you go to put it in the frame, I had a couple that I just kind of bent the leaves up so that they all fit without any problems, and it worked just great. And we'll add a couple more. This is my favorite leaf, is this style right here. But I like having all the different ones on it. And we'll add that right here. And I think we need another one right down here, and we'll add one of these. And, you know, if you're not sure, you know, you walk away and then come back later and add some more if you want to. Okay, we're going to let it go at that. And now we're going to do the butterfly. Okay, when you're coloring with blends, which is what I'm going to color this with, if you want the blends to blend, do not color on top of paper, because what happens is that you can't blend, because the ink, if it goes through the paper, it's just going to be absorbed right into the paper that you're coloring on. So instead, your silicone mat will work, or if you have any other type of mat, you can use plastic paper if you don't have anything else, because that it won't absorb the ink into it, or the glass mat. Now, Stampin' Up! Is supposed to be bringing that glass mat to on set for everybody to be able to purchase it, but we don't know when. We don't know if it's going to be in the next month or two or anything, but they said that they would eventually have it where we can buy it. So, okay, I'm going to do my antennas in black, and I'm going to just go down to like just that far. I don't think the body needs to be in black. You know, I think maybe I'm going to grab my pecan pie real quick. I think I'll take my light pecan pie and do the body in the pecan pie. And I'm getting some ink on my silicone mat, and to clean it off, I just take some rubbing alcohol, preferably the 93%, and I'll just clean it off with that. Okay, next what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pumpkin pie, and I'm just going to kind of go around the edges. And I hope you can see what I'm doing. But I'm just taking it, my dark pumpkin pie, all the way around the edges of the butterfly wing. Now, in this one right here, I used Pretty Peacock, some Lost Lagoon, and then it was either, I think it was Azure Afternoon or Balmy Blue. But I wanted to do something different this time. And now I'm taking my light pumpkin pie and I'm going a little bit more on the inside, making it a little bit wider. Okay. And there's no wrong way to do this. You just, oh wait, I want a little bit of the light pumpkin pie right next to the pecan pie. And then I'm just going to take my light Daffodil Delight. And I'm just going to put some on here. Okay, and now I'm going to come back. I'm going to take a little bit of my dark Daffodil Delight. And I'm going to come back over it again with my light to do some blending on that dark. I'm just going to take it and redo it. I'm going completely over my dark Daffodil Delight. And you know, I think I like the dark Daffodil Delight a little bit more than the light, so I'm just going to add some more of it down in there. It's wet, so it's blending right in. All right. If you want to, you can add a little bit more of the pumpkin pie down there. I was looking at butterflies last night for coloring, and they had black spots on them. Yellow and orange butterflies had black spots, and I tried one, and I decided I didn't like that at all, so I didn't do that. You know, I don't really like the way that pecan pie looks, so I'm just going to go over it in my dark pumpkin pie. Oh, I like that better. Because I also noticed their bodies were all different colors too. And I think I'm getting some glare from my windows on my eyeglasses, so I apologize about that. And then I'm just taking a glue dot and I'm putting it right up here, just like so. And you could even do the antennas in a color too. Oops. Huh, the glue dot came off on my pokey. Okay. My alcohol ink is still a little wet, so that's why it wasn't sticking. Okay. So let's try this again right there, and I'll put another one someplace else. I go through a lot of glue dots. I just love using glue dots. I'm going to put one right there. And if you want to, before I put the glue dot on, I should have done this. You want to very carefully take your bone folder and bend the wings some. Just very lightly and careful so that you don't rip it. And then you want to take it, put it down where you want it. All right, now bend this up some more. And there we go. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna clear this off. Now, if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up or a like. Leave a comment. I love comments. So this is the one I made the other day, and I'm going to hold it so that the glare on that glass is not quite as bad. And then this is the one that we just did together. So I really like them. I used a couple different color flowers. Instead of bubble bath, I used the fresh freesia. Did the butterfly differently. I was going to do bubble bath rosebuds, but I really like the dark ones. They just seem to show up better. So these will make great gifts. So you can't go wrong with them. A 9x9 shadow box would really be pretty. If you want it to go crazy, do a 12x12. I just think anybody would love getting one of these. And if you wanted to, you could stamp a saying where, like, if you're doing a bigger box, stamp a saying you like and put it in there also and give it to a friend, a mom, a sister, your best friend, somebody who is sick, somebody's with cancer, if you know any ladies going through that. There's lots of different things that people that would really be cheered up by receiving one of these, and they're so pretty. And the cardstock, even though it's going up in price May 1st, it's still affordable. And our cardstock, why I like Stampin' Up! Cardstock so much, is because it is colored all the way through. It is not it does not have a white center core, and that is great. And that's really important for doing like the flowers and all. And as you can see, my monkey on the back shelf is here with me again. I love stuffed animals, and that one was given to me many years ago. So actually, it was given to my husband, Terry, and I kind of kidnapped it, or monkey napped it. So, all right. And I apologize about these sunspots as it's gotten later. Thank you for joining me tonight. I hope that you will join me again next Monday night at 6 o'clock. And I love doing this, and I love you all. And I thank you for your support in your business. And I wish you a very blessed week. Thank you much. Night.